Good evening. Uh, it's been a few weeks the last time I did a video about the rock, my experience so far with the Rock Climbers Training Manual by the Anderson brothers. Um, I'm like in week 3 of the strength phase, which primarily consists of hangboarding, um, using the different holds on the rock, the training center, and in week 3 I started to one I increased the number of sets, and then I started adding weight. I don't have a weight belt, so I basically used my harness and added some weight, about uh, 4.5 kilograms, which is roughly 10 pounds, to it. And I got to see just to see some tangible results of just, this phase of working with the hangboard, and then still doing some ARC work. But primarily, this has been about like finger strength, working on getting fingers, overloading the fingers and the forearms and stuff. And, um, you know, as they say, really starting to trick my body into thinking other things. But just to sort of say, like, I am not a coach. I am no expert. Um, I started the Rock Climbers Training Manual training program probably about 5 or 6 weeks ago, maybe more than that, probably like 7 weeks ago. And I'm primarily seeing a lot of different results, tangible results, and my progress. I basically had spent a good better part, about 4 to 6 weeks, doing um, ARC training, which is endurance training, and and I got to really, one, build up some fitness in some strength in my forearms. Also, I see that I got better with foot placement and movement, right? So the other day, I worked, not normally, I was working with a coach back for a while, and then, coaching costs a lot of money, individual sessions. And so I had to put that on pause, but I restarted that this last Tuesday. And my coach, shout out to Josh Greenwood, um, had me do a few things. And he um, commented on how much he had noticed the improvement in my footwork. But also, what I did was I sent him my training plan of like everything that I've been doing. And it was a really good, I think it was a good choice on my part to share that with him and to give him a roadmap about what I need, what I'm working on. And I feel like it really um, will take my climbing to another level, because I've been really serious about documenting all of this, everything that I've been doing. And and he pointed out some things about noticing certain climbs and things that I still need to work on, which was really cool. I've also, with this idea of like really wanting to progress and not trying to, you know, seduce myself into thinking I'm trying to become a pro, but I do definitely want to perform well. And so, um, just thinking about how I can continuously improve and add more things to more skills to the toolbox. And so, I started taking did for part one of two of lead climbing. And then tonight we did some simulation, like, it's on the auto belays, not auto belay. I was doing belaying, and so like doing a little um, top roping tonight. And I think, it's like it's pretty cool to be doing. I did top rope 3 times this week, and you know, just practicing and putting the rope inside the holes. And I just have to say that with just all the work that I've been doing so far has given me some real um, strength to really um, take on this extra set of training on lead climbing. And I'm feeling confident that this is going to lead toward a sustainable climbing experience for me. Last week I turned 49, and I like bouldering, but I feel like I really like lead climbing and top rope, um, and that it's sort of like I'm really thinking like that's something I want to continue to keep doing, right? Um, but again, I do want to say that, just really working hard on finger strength and, you know, doing, 2 sets of each exercise, or each hold, which is about 8 of them, and being on for 7 seconds, rest for three, on seven, and then within that 3 minutes of rest. And I have a training manual here down in my house, so it makes it easier for me to actually really to do this work, to do that workout and train that way. And and it's um, I'm rather surprised about what I've been doing because it's like I've gone so so deep into this that where I have like a working Google Doc, or even an Excel spreadsheet with, documenting my progress and looking at things. And, uh, and also, I just wanted to give Dave McLeod a shout out too, and like just reading his book about bad habits climbers have. And sort of one of the things that I learned, he reinforced pretty much what my coach Josh Greenwood says is just work on a problem. When you're working on something, when you're training, it's about doing one thing at a time and working on that and just continue to work on that and then add sequences to it, So tonight I was on working on after doing lead climbing and doing my ARC training, which was, great. I found myself working on this one particular problem that was about having a pinch. Um, and sort of this idea of using my four fingers and using part of it to the bait. My beta was something of a a pinch, and then using turning that pinch into a pull, and then using it to be sort of this dynamic pop, another to where I got to this large hole, and then I was able to climb up. But I haven't quite mastered. I didn't send the prize, but like I'm really happy about the way this actually transpired today, and I think I owe it to a number of things: coaching, diet, training, um, and really having the mentality to say that you know what I really want to do this. I'm serious about this, and going out to the gym, which is 4 blocks from our house, and excuse me, and doing it. Like Um, and really just trying to, not fill myself up with all sorts of junk and all that stuff. I ate pizza tonight. I just was just it's my cheat night. So, but overall, it's like I made some really serious and drastic changes to my lifestyle and diet and all these things, and I think it's has a lot to do with me getting into doing this rock climbers training program that in its own way really influenced how I really want to perform, and thinking about like talking to folks at the gym about how many folks don't really pay attention to nutrition or like what they're eating, and they come to the gym and climb. And I've been guilty of that, but I find that anytime that I show up at the gym now, I'm feeling really good and ready, and I'm not like fizzling out or feeling heavy from climbing. But again, this is, I'm hoping to be able to do more and more of this and sort of give you an update about where I'm at and like how the Rock Climbers Training Manual and the training program is actually playing out in my life. So, yeah, just I don't even know if I want you to subscribe or whatever. If you like it, say you like it. If you don't, that's cool too. But I just will probably circle back with y'all in probably like another week or so and try and do another thing. But I'm really enjoying my climbing, and have a good night.